Good morning, dear children. Today I'm going to start with the topic of conjunctions. You can go through it for your reference and revision. So let's start with the topic conjunctions. To start with, what are conjunctions all about? Conjunctions are connectives. They're also called linking words. And what does a connector do? A connector is a word that is used to join words or sentences. What does it actually do? It connects one word to the other. And the words which are used as connectors are and, then, first, because, while, but, when, so, next, last, after, etc. So there are many such words which are used as connectors. So, what are conjunctions all about? So, conjunctions are used to join clauses, phrases, and words together for constructing sentences. Conjunctions make a link between or among words or groups of words to other parts of the sentence and show a relationship between or among them. So, it actually joins the words to make it a complete sentence. For example, Sue and Bob are playing together. So the word that is underlined, which is and, is connecting the two proper nouns Sue and Bob together to make it a complete sentence. They're used as connectors. Sue plays well, but Bob plays better than him. Here the word but is a connector, a conjunction. I play cricket and Bob plays football is another example of how a conjunction is used in a sentence. When he was sick, I went to see him. Here, when is the word which is used as a connector, a linking word, or a conjunction. So, what are the types of conjunctions along with some examples? To start with, there are three types of conjunctions altogether. The first is coordinating conjunction, the second is subordinating conjunction, and the third is correlative conjunctions. I'm sure you all have done conjunctions in your previous classes also. So I'm sure you are familiar with these terms. So coming to coordinating conjunctions, the examples, the words that are used as coordinating conjunctions are for, and, neither, but, or, yes, and so. If you remember the word fanboys, wherein fan, the word F starts for, A starts for and, N starts for neither, B starts for but, O stands for or, Y stands for yes, yet. I'm so sorry, it's a misprinting over there. It stands for yet, and S stands for so. So just remember the word fanboys, which will give you an idea about the words that are used as coordinating conjunctions. Just remember the word fanboys. Now, next is subordinating conjunctions, and the words that are used as subordinating conjunctions are after, although, unless, because, in order, since, if, that, etc. The last one is correlative conjunctions, which are not only, but also, neither nor, though, yet. So there is a pattern here, children. What is the pattern? That they are used in pairs. They come in pairs. For example, not only, but also, it's a pair of two words. Now coming to the same thing again, these are the words that you need to remember to identify the type of conjunction you're coming across. You need to remember these words. It will become very easy for you to understand conjunctions and to identify the types of conjunctions then. Starting with coordinating conjunctions, the job of a coordinating conjunction is to join two words, phrases, or independent clauses which are parallel in structure, the same kinds. Okay, there are seven coordinating conjunctions which are by far the most common conjunctions, which are and, but, for, nor, or, so, and yet. For example, we went to the stadium and enjoyed the cricket match. Do you want an ice cream or chocolate? Go away and never come back. So these are the words that are used as coordinating conjunctions. So just remember the word fanboys and what word stands for each of the letters there. So this is these are the words that stands for the following. Now, what is the purpose of using these words? For example, when do you need to use the word for? When do you need to use the word and? There's a purpose behind it. For example, the word for is usually used when we are stating a reason. And is used when we are talking about equal idea or time order. Nor is used when we're talking about negative choice or alternative. But is used to show contrast or to show any kind of choice or alternative, yet to show a contrast, and so to show a result. Now let's take up some of the examples for these words. To start with the first word, for, we listened eagerly for he brought news of our families. And she didn't speak to anyone but nobody spoke to her. The next word is nor. I don't expect children to be rude, nor do I expect to be disobeyed. Next word is but. They rushed to the hospital but they were too late. Or I will go shopping or I will go camping. Yet Kelly was a convicted criminal, yet many people admired him. And the last word is so. I was feeling hungry, so I made myself a sandwich. The next to start with is subordinating conjunctions. A subordinating conjunction joins elements of an unparalleled sentence structure. So the two parts of the sentence which are joined together are not of the same structure. These elements are usually a dependent clause and an independent clause. So a dependent clause is a kind of sentence which is not complete in itself and requires the help of some external source for its completion, whereas an independent clause gives out a complete meaning in itself. For example, before we left home, I had my breakfast. Provided they come, we can start class Tuesday. When he was washing my car, I went to the store. Even though the weather was horrible, they still went outside. So these are the examples of the words used as subordinating conjunctions. Now these are the most common subordinating conjunctions which are used in our daily language. The words that come under the category of timing or show any kind of timing are after, before, once, since, till, until, when, while, whenever. The next are the words which are used to show some kind of comparison, which are although, as, even though, like, rather than, though, whereas. The next is condition, which shows any kind of condition laid. The words are as long as though, except, if, in order for, provided that, unless. And the last category is cause or effect, which are as if, because, in order to, now that, so, whether, and why. Examples are, I took an umbrella because it was raining. Although she was disabled, she was involved in many social service campaigns. He was working very hard while his wife was recovering at home. Though they were not very rich, they made yearly donations for the betterment of society. Ever since she left her job, she has been actively taking care of her children at home. Now, the last but not the least is correlative conjunctions. A correlative conjunction uses a set of words in a parallel sentence structure to show a contrast or to compare the equal parts of a sentence. The words of correlative conjunctions have a special connection between them. They are found in pairs. So there's a pattern. They are found in pairs. They come in a pair. The correlative conjunctions are not only, but also either or, neither nor, both and, not but, whether or. For example, neither Sue nor Bob can play baseball. I want both ice cream and chocolate. He ate not only the ice cream but also the chocolate. So the words which are generally used in pairs as correlative conjunctions are as follows. Just remember these words, then it will become very easy for you to identify the correlative conjunctions. So these pairs are both and, not only but also, just as much as, if, then, what with, and, neither nor, whether or, as, either or, so as, the, no sooner than, hardly when, such that, rather than, scarcely when, so that. The examples for the following are either or. You either do your homework or prepare for a trip to the office. Not only but also. Not only is he handsome but he is also brilliant. Neither nor. Neither the basketball team nor the football team is doing well. Both and both the cross country team and the swimming team are doing well. Whether or whether you stay or go is your decision. Just as and so. Just as many Americans love football, so many Canadians love ice hockey. So these are some of the exercises which are given to you as examples. Complete each sentence using a coordinating conjunction. So it is like, I like coffee, but my wife prefers tea. Would you prefer tea or would you prefer coffee or tea? I've drunk 6 cups of coffee today, so I've got a headache. I take milk and sugar in my tea. He's 72, yet he still swims, runs, and plays football regularly. She must have been very hungry, for she ate everything immediately. I am allergic to cats, yet I have 3 of them. I wanted to go to the beach, but Mary refused. Thomas will be late to work, for he has a dental appointment. Jennifer does not like to swim, nor does she enjoy cycling. So this is how you may come across these kind of sentences, and this is how you have to do them. Now these are further exercises which I want you to practice in your grammar notebook, and the answer key will be soon sent to you for reference. Okay, so the second exercise is complete each sentence using the subordinating conjunction from the bracket. You have to choose. So these are the sentences here which you have to do in your grammar notebook. And the third exercise is choose the best correlative conjunction to complete the sentences. Again, you have to choose from the options given below. This also has to be done in your notebook. You don't need to copy down the options, just the correct answer has to be written. So with this I hope the topic conjunctions is a little more clear to you, and it will be easy for you to do it in your exams. All the best, children. Let's hope to see you soon. All the best for your exams.